Well, hello there. It's been a while. I kind of fell off of things and, whatnot. If you ever watched my channel, you probably already know this, but there wasn't really that many of you, so I'm not that worried about it. But today we have the all-in-one autocrafter, something super exciting because of what Mojang has decided to add into the game, or Microsoft, whoever you want to give credit for at this point. But yes, this autocrafter, it allows you to automatically craft blocks and I have heard many people say that the more complicated the thing you're crafting is, the more complicated your redstone has to be. I'm here to tell you that's not true. This thing behind me will craft anything that your little heart desires. So let's take a look. It's actually pretty simple. Auto crafter, couple of repeaters. I've got a full composter here, or not repeaters, comparators. I've got a full composter here because it allows me to constantly have a redstone signal of 8 coming out here. When the crafter is full, it makes a signal of 9, which this observer sees, sends signals off into a repeater there with no ticks, or well, one tick technically, and then your one with 3 ticks back here. I have found a difference in my computers. I have a laptop I play on sometimes for fun, and it works just fine on 2 ticks. For some reason, on my desktop here, it decides it wants to work with 3. Now, right now, I'm set up for creating, what do you call them? Dispensers. Boom. So let's watch. Dispenser. And dispenser. And it will go on and on and on until I run out of items. As you can tell, probably, or maybe not, your... Oh, you know what? I could totally just put a block here with a sticky piston for a lever. Anyway, on and off switch is whatever. I've been letting it run until it runs out of items. But with something like your dispensers here, it requires a bow, which is an unstackable item and everything. I have an additional modification with a more compact shulker unloader I have designed to go on top of this guy here in a moment. But let's go ahead and build one. It's honestly pretty straightforward. I don't feel like many people need the full thing, but let's go. Dropper, hopper. We're obviously going to need our crafter. We're going to need our comparators, our redstone repeaters, our redstone dust. We're going to need chests for storage ultimately. We're going to need our composters so that we can get our base signal level. And let's see, let's go building blocks. I've been using kind of boring stuff, but let's use some concrete here. Where is it? Concrete, concrete, concrete. Let's go with a nice light blue. And we're just going to come back. Now, we're already up at a height, so it doesn't really matter. One thing I wanted to point out, and you should double check this before you build one of these yourself, if the hoppers are split between chunk borders, I have found it does not work very good. It will work on my laptop, but at the same time, why risk it if you don't have to? If you don't know, you can check out your chunk borders by pressing F3 and G inside of Minecraft, right? So this is going to give us plenty of room to be inside of all of that. Now let's get that turned off. Now we're going to start with the most basic. Now I've seen this design a few times from uh, just random whoever on YouTube. You take your composter and you get your signal off of it, which ultimately is going to take care of things. Now that's all that we're going to need for that. Boom, boom. All right, we're done with those. We now need to grab an observer, and yes. All right, so the observer, what it's going to do is going to see when this fills up, because this will change from a power level 8 to 9. And when that happens, it'll send out a signal. All right, so boom, boom. This little unit right here, if you're just filling this up with like iron ingots to make iron blocks or slime balls to make slime blocks to condense your storage, this this little bit is all you need. And I've seen a couple of people use it. It's fantastic. It's great. It's, the bee's knees. All right, so back here we're going to want to put our droppers. So we come across 9 blocks wide, and then we take our droppers, place them in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, behind that we're going to throw down a line of redstone dust. Now these guys, when they fire, can fire directly into a hopper. So we're going to take a bunch of hoppers, we're going to run them straight into our crafter. And then so that we can fill them up with chests, we're going to go ahead and put a whole bunch on top. All right, from there, let's just throw one chest on each. It doesn't really matter what you throw in these chests as long as you fill them in the right order. I'll show you that here in a second. Now for the last little bit of our build here, we're going to come down. We're going to put down a little more redstone. We're going to put down our 3-tick repeater. Boom. We are done with building the all-in-one autocrafter. Now, just to show that it actually works, let's go ahead and grab our components for our dispensers. We're going to need redstone. Can come over to our combat section. We're going to need bows, and everything else is going to be filled with cobblestone. All right, and just because, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, block 5. Let's go ahead and double our storage on our bows because they're not stackable items. Now, the way this works, the chests go in order. They're going to fill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So spot 1 in this crafting recipe is cobblestone. So is 2, 3, and 4. We're going to change it up. The center block is 5. That's going to be our bows, which is why we put larger storage on this. And then 6 is going to be cobblestone. 7 is going to be cobblestone. 8 will be our redstone. And 9 will once again be cobblestone. Okay. And boom. Let's just fill this out the rest of the way for good practice. Now we can take a button and we can put it on our machine. We want this initial button push to be isolated from the crafter, otherwise it does goofy things. You'll end up with a couple of cobblestone slabs instead, but we can go ahead and push. It starts the sequence. This guy starts filling up. You can see your power level change, and there we go. First dispenser. Second dispenser. Now, the easy way to get storage going on this for your initial, especially early world stuff, just put down a double chest and a hopper. Because of the way that kicks it out, it's going to go ahead and pick everything up. You don't need anything special for that. Now, some of us are going to want to craft in much larger amounts. So let's go ahead and put a shulker unloader on here. As I said, I've got a new, more condensed design. It's easier to follow, makes sense, at least in my opinion. All right, so let's go ahead and grab that. We're going to need some observers, sticky piston, slime block. I'm going to need something that things don't stick to. So we're just going to go ahead and use our glazed terracotta. Is that it? Hold on. Start building it. All right, so we're going to need a comparator right there. Sticky pistons, slime block. That's going to go up to this guy. Oh, I know what I forgot. I forgot the most important part, the dispenser. All right, so dispenser. You need one block air gap going here. Boom. And that's going to go here. Forgot to grab a repeater. Repeater there. Observer, observer, observer. Sticky piston. Another observer. And we'll put a block here. Bada bing, bada boom. And then you can put as much storage as you want on top of this thing. And you're good to go. Now, boom, let's get rid of those. I've already pre-filled up a shulker box full of bows for us to be able to use here. So we're going to come up and fill it up with these. And in order to get it started, you just need a button, a lever, something like that. Go ahead and put it on the back of this guy. Boom, boom, shulker box. And as you can see, it's filling us full of bows. And that is it. And all you need set up for crafting anything that you could possibly want. Anyway, I'm excited to be back. I think this is one of the best blocks that Minecraft has added in a great long time. And because of that, I'm going to be playing around. And, in my own time, I do still play. And I've been playing around with some Oriental designs. I'm kind of excited to share with some people. So I think I might start another Let's Play series. I've, relooked at some of my old stuff. I'm going to pace the new one different. I'm not going to try a video every day like I was or any of that silliness. I think I'm going to aim for one video a week, and I'll let you guys know when I'm starting to release them. But anyway, thanks for checking this out, and I hope you guys have a good one until next time. Catch you later. Bye.